what we're doing is we're releasing a lot of this energy. Does everyone kind of feel their throats? Kind of a little tingle in their throats. I'm feeling like a collective tingle because we're letting go of right here as a group. We're letting go of anything that we've held, created by our thoughts, by our words around this. So I am letting go that sex is dirty, that there is anything dirty around sex. I looked at the data that we have in this country around sex. At one time, there were people masturbating pigs. This is a really funny thing. They thought they could get more piglets if and there was all this research to connect to female implantation with artificial semination. This is kind of the reason we need to let go of our belief systems around sex is to allow ourselves to explore whatever it is in our imagination that comes through. The way in which we truly get in touch with what's going on in here is through our ability to let ourselves truly go in the presence of another person. This is the way in which we wind up on a journey and yet connected to a person, even if that person, that physical person, is just ourselves. So often we've been given a limitation. I would love for all of us to imagine anything sexually that we've experienced or thought or been told. I want us to start putting it into a bag and really letting ourselves drop that into a collective space right here in the center of the room. Whatever it is that you held and believed before this time, whatever image comes, whatever you've experienced, including us, to really, really allow ourselves to let go. The first thing around this is to really feel into your body and really like we're going to breathe in. We're going to allow ourselves to know if there were experiences of the past. And my own experience was pretty, my first sexual experience was pretty horrific. And my connection and understanding of what sex was so much sin. And I had a great deal of respect for the institution of marriage and the institution of parents, and understanding that there is a great deal that you've been taught about it. There's nothing that cancels what you truly believe in this process. Whatever image comes up, and in that case, what I might do is connect with and allow yourself to see yourself as a young man, a young woman, understanding what the birds and the bees do. It's a natural process. A bee will go to and flutter with a beautiful flower and collect on it some of the beautiful pollen, some of the beautiful energy that's by simply collecting the nectar, and it goes to and it resonates with the next flower. And the next flower might be masculine or feminine, but it drops off some of the pollen that it's picked up. And it goes and it connects with that flower and takes what it needs, and it goes to the next flower and to the next flower. And so for you to connect in this process to your feet and really asking your feet the energy and the collective energy of what would my higher self, what would my Holy Spirit, what would Source, how would Source show up in that form? The bees aren't thinking about it. And Prem Rawat, which is this great speaker that some of us went to go see, said a dog doesn't need to know how to be a dog. A cat doesn't need to know how to be a cat. And yet we we are born happy, and we are born curious, and we're born with all of the ways in which to look and connect with the world. We're naturally drawn to certain people. Just like that bee is drawn to a flower, there is an instinct within it that brings it to the juicy nectar that's present within it. The flower is doing just what a flower does. A bee's doing just what a bee does. And so this is permission for you to let the Holy Spirit come in and really, if you're connecting in with your feet,